It is the NFL on EA Sports, and it will likely be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Oakland Raiders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, 180. 57. Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And he's got Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Rivers. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Chubb. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready. 61, matchbox right. Go.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Jones. He completes it to Boyd. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Here I come. Check 24.
Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Let's go. Get set.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3.
Here's Madison running on first down. There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Alexander Madison, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught, Lockett, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From the 36, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Open man is Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Chubb. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rivers going to try and sneak it. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
Result of the play, 1st down and
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Switch up, switch. Hey, Foxtrot. White, 89.
On third down, Rivers. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rivers. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ready. 60 or. Man up, Mike, hey, wahoo. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it. Go.
On first down, Jones. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 27. Ready.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's Madison. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Keep it skinny.
Now Rivers. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down, and it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rivers now. It's complete to Lockett. And he's got room. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
A Again, it's Miller. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Miller running right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, check Mike. Go. Check Mike 27. I know he ain't got it.
Jones on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A give. This is Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Buying time to his left. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score, Raiders 17, Bengals 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
To throw is Rivers. Left side complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point put through by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood. X3. 218, jump.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jones Throwing on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Suckup for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones now operating from the gun. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Go, Rudy base.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.